Alrighty, guys, welcome back. This is your host, ID Jester. We are back talking about one of my all time favorite games of all time, Dominion. And this time we're going to be talking about Intrigue. Intrigue, which happens to be the first expansion for Dominion. And we're going to get into it. It's just interesting that we did already cover. Of course, we talked a little bit about the base game of Dominion and the gameplay and how to play and all that. But then we also decided to do New Culture because that was the free pack that was online at the time. And I decided two exciting bits of news for y'all. Two exciting bits of news. Number one, most exciting bits of news here to deal with Dominion and what we're doing with this series and going through and teaching people how to play and going over the cards and watching gameplay and everything. They released in 2022. Now remember, Dominion came out back in what 2006, 2009, something like that. It's been a long time. Dominion has now released its 15th expansion. 15th expansion. In fact, it is called, what is it called? That is a great question. I can't remember. Holy cow. But anyways, exciting news goes on. Not only did they just release their 15th expansion, which we're going to show you guys here in just a bit, because this is like the world premiere. It was just released like 2 days ago, yesterday, maybe even yesterday. Just released expansion 15. It's like they knew we were doing this tutorial series. They're like, oh shit, we got to get this out while Jester's doing his tutorial series. I'm sure that's not why, but still, it's super cool. They released their 15th expansion for this game. Damn, I can't remember the name of it. It's so new, right? The second bit of exciting news is I decided to go ahead and break down and buy all the expansions for. I bought all the expansions and everything for the game. So now if we go in, you can see when we go to the kingdoms here, we go to the expansions. You can see we actually own all the expansions. So now we don't need to do them in whatever order. We're going to actually do them by their expansion number from now on. So that's the way this series is going to go. And even though we've kind of skipped ahead and we did New Culture, we're going to go all the way back and we're going to go to Intrigue. Plunder is the new. So this is world premiere stuff for you guys out there because I mean they just released this like yesterday. Plunder is now the new expansion that you can get, and it's now been released here on Steam. Plunder, which will kind of just show you the cards real quick, just because, again, this is like world premiere stuff, right? So we got Cage, Grotto, Jeweled Egg, Search, Shaman, Secluded Shrine, Siren, Stowaway, Taskmaster, Abundance, Cabin Boy, Crucible, Flagship, Fortune Hunter, Gondola, Harbor Village, Landing Party, Mapmaker, Maroon, Rope, Swamp Sack, Tools, Buried Treasure, Crew, Cutthroat, Enlarge, Figurine, First Mate, Frigate, Longship, Mining Road, Pendant, Pickaxe, Pilgrim, Quartermaster, Silver Mine, Trickster, Wealth Village, Sack of Loot, King's Cache, Amorphia, Doubloons, Endless Chalice, Figurehead, Hammer, Insignia, Jewels, Orb, Prize Goat, Puzzle Box, Sexton, Shield, Spell Scrolls, Staff, and Sword. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, they have released 40 new Kingdom cards to Dominion in box expansion number 15. So this game is certainly not dead. It's certainly not dying. It is just expanding and getting better and better through the years. And of course, it's continuing. The work is still being done here, my friends. That's why I'm covering this game, is because this game is still relevant. It should be relevant to everyone out there. 15th expansion just released on Steam yesterday. I don't even actually have the board game of this yet. I've been trying to order it, but nobody's got it yet. It's so new. So hopefully in the next month we can get that in and show you guys that. So, anyways, so two bits of exciting news: the 15th expansion, and of course the fact that we were just gonna go and do whatever expansions were available for free and wait to see if anything went on sale or anything like that. And I just decided last week, after I did my introductory video, I said, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and buy it all, and then we don't have to worry about it. So I ended up buying it all. So, hey, Hissy Cat Studio, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see Mirandering Mike. Lots of great things going on with Dominion. I love Dominion. If you've been on my channel, you know that. And I love the game. And the fact that they're still releasing games for it, releasing expansions for it, coming up with new and interesting ideas. And they're going back now. The project that's kind of going on now is they're going back through all the expansions, the first 14 expansions. They're going back through them. And they're redesigning some of the cards, they're updating them, and they're changing some of the interesting things and the mechanics on some of the cards, and removing some of the cards. And that, it takes us to the most important thing that we can talk about here when we talk about Intrigue. When we talk about Intrigue, Intrigue is expansion. Where's my little thing? Here it is. Intrigue is expansion number 1. So, Core Dominion, we talked about Core Dominion, we talked about how to play, we kind of went over some of the cards and this and that and the other thing. Core Dominion, when it first came out, it was a test because no one had ever played deck building games, and they didn't know it was going to turn into what it's turned into, right? It was like, oh, this is a new mechanic, people might not like this or whatever. But of course, everyone loved it, and it took off, and it was hotter than hotcakes. And of course, everyone loved it. So, you know what happens when people love games? They come out with expansions for it. Now, Dominion came out. It had all the kind of the core mechanics with extra cards that let you draw cards and, attack cards and defend cards. It had all the basic mechanics in the game. But it was kind of very vanilla, very kind of generic. It didn't really push players into think too hard. It was an introductory game, right? It was an introductory thing. And if you used to play this on your iPad, you should get your iPad and you should update it, because you need to continue playing this game because it just keeps getting better and better. They just released the 15th expansion for it. And of course, you can buy all that stuff on Steam as well on your computer, which is what we're going to go over here in just a minute. Anyways, Intrigue, right? First expansion. And what they decided to do is, with each of the expansions, is each expansion was going to come with a certain theme. And kind of go over, kind of add a couple different mechanics or a couple different themes to the game. And now I had to move stuff on my screen so I don't have this. So, Intrigue was originally released in 2009. It was published by Rio Grande Games, and it originally included 25 Kingdom cards. That was in 2009. In fall of 2016, they updated it to the second version. They removed 6 cards from the first edition. They added 7 cards. So now you get 26 Kingdom cards in the pack. So the first edition cards, we're going to go over those and the cards that were removed and everything like that, because in the Steam version, they actually have all the different versions. They have the first edition, the second edition of every game out there. So you can buy those so you can play with the older cards. If you are new to Dominion, you probably will never see these cards because they haven't been around for a long time. They're not canon anymore. They're not used anymore. But if you purchased before 2016 and you have a set of Intrigue or a box of Intrigue, then you might have some of the older cards. And obviously, Intrigue is the biggest and best expansion for Dominion because, number one, it's the first one. So it's very important to get in and add to the game and add things to it and make it so that people go, ooh, this is awesome. So they want to buy more expansions. Second thing is, they've now, afterwards, and Intrigue was kind of almost as vital as the base game, they've now created a big box edition where you can buy both the core game and Intrigue in one big box edition. So you get both of those games kind of included together in one edition. And I think that is super good and super great. So that's where Intrigue falls in. We're going to look at the first edition cards. We're going to go over them, especially we get to see everything. Oh, you don't think it's they might not be available for the iPad anymore. You're probably true. I did not think about that. Because it used to be on the web. It used to be a web thing, but it's not a web thing anymore. You can't play it on the web. Yeah. So now you have to do it on the Steam. True. So yeah, you might just have to play it on your computer now. So there you go. And I don't think Steam. I don't know if you can get Steam for your phone or not. Anyways, Intrigue. So I only own the second edition again of Intrigue. If you've purchased Intrigue before 2011, it's got a completely different box. Actually, the box that you see behind me is the second edition box. So if that's your cover of your box, then that is your second edition. It even says second edition on it. So you want to have the second edition. Oh, you got the game on Steam. Awesome. And I guess as a side note, the original first edition box of Intrigue also included all of the regular cards, the gold, the treasures, and your victory point cards and everything. But then in the second edition, they decided to make it an expansion. So if you have the first edition of Intrigue, you actually have all the base cards as well, with all the treasures and all of the victory point cards and the curses and everything like that. If you have a second edition, you're just going to get the 26 cards. So let's look at the themes. So what is the theme for Intrigue? There's a couple different themes. What are they? All right. So Intrigue is all about giving players a choice between options on their cards, and have to pick decisions on what they do. And there's also cards that will have multiple different. So this is an action attack, and we have an action reaction cards, and we have another action attack cards, and we have, let's see what else we have. Another action attack card, another action attack card. There's an action, action victory card. So you can see there's combination of cards, treasure, victory now. So, and another semi-attack card. So this is a very, what I would call, base Dominion. Again, kind of just very generic vanilla in what it does. And it doesn't put the players too much through too much with what they have to think about, what they can do. This, all of a sudden, with just one expansion, Intrigue Expansion, expands out with all kinds of interactions between the players with their attacks, and not only with their attacks, but how they do things with some of their other cards. Let's go ahead, jump into it, and take a look at the cards. Move this out of the way. Oh, while I got that up, that might be. So you can see, let's go back over here. Let's get rid of this because we don't need that. Here's the two different boxes. You can see over on the left-hand side, the top box is the first edition and the bottom box is the second edition. So check your edition at home. Obviously, if you haven't bought anything before 2016, then you're probably going to have the second edition, which is what you need and what you want. Because, like I said, the first edition cards have gone away. But let's take a look at them now. So, one of the cool things is you can actually purchase Intrigue, right? And it goes through all of the cards, but it actually also goes through the first edition cards as well. You can buy the first edition cards. I bought everything because I think it's a great game. And of course, you know, it's kind of my thing. So why wouldn't I buy it all anyways? So let's look at the cards. Again, these are cards that were taken out of the game. They were included in the first edition. They worked, they did their thing, but then when they reevaluated the second edition of Intrigue, they said, oh, these cards, for whatever reason, didn't work really well, or people didn't like them, or they wanted, to change them or remove them for whatever reason. And then they replaced those 6 cards with 7 new cards. Let's take a look at what we have here. So we have the Secret Chamber. It's a 2-cost action reaction. Discard any number of cards. You get +1 coin per card discarded. When another player plays an attack card, you may reveal this from your hand if you do +2 cards. Then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your deck. So they remove this card in the second edition. You don't have this card anymore. And you'll see the replacement for these cards. Some of these cards, again, some of these cards were just replaced with other cards in the mechanic or what they were trying to do. Other cards were just taken out and not replaced at all with other cards. You'll see that when we go over the 26 cards that are included in the new second edition expansion. So we have an action reaction here, Secret Chamber. We have the Great Hall, which is a action victory card. So it's a combination. It does 2 different things. It's an action card and also a victory card. So the action part of it is going to give you +1 card, +1 action. And the victory part of it actually shows 1 victory point. So when you purchase it, it's worth the victory point in your deck. And then it's basically a cantrip card, which is a card that replaces itself. So it's a +1 card, +1 action. So it doesn't cost you anything to do this. It's, some of the terminology that we're going to use, I think, now to kind of introduce people to the game is using terminology that people use that play this game so you kind of understand. So this is a cantrip. A cantrip card is basically a card that replaces itself. So a card, it gives you a card, it gives you an action. So you play this as an action and it just replaces it with another card and you have your action back. So it just replaces itself. We have the Coppersmith. This is a 4-cost action and it produces an extra copper, produces an extra coin this turn. So copper normally 1. Obviously, it would produce 2 because of the Coppersmith. This was the last card of the 6 cards. This was the last card that they decided to remove. This almost made the cut and would have continued on. And I know there's a lot of people that there's a great article on from the designer. What's his name again? Visicano. On why this card ended up getting removed after all. But yep, it's a 4-cost action card. Coppersmith. We have the Scout. Oops. This is a 4-cost action plus 1 action. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Put the revealed victory cards in your hand. Put the other cards on top of your deck in any order. We have the Saboteur. Each other player reveals cards from the top of their deck until revealing one costing 3 or more. They trash that card. They may gain a card costing at most 2 less than it. They discard the other revealed cards. It's an action attack card. And then the Tribute, which is a 5-cost action card. The player to the left reveals, then discards the top 2 cards of their deck. For each differently named card revealed, if it has actions, you get plus 2 actions. If it's a treasure card, plus 2 coins. If it's a victory card, plus 2 cards. So there you go. That is the first edition 6 cards that were removed. If you want to play with these, obviously in the Steam version, you can actually play with these cards. If you purchase this first edition card pack, you can play with the cards if you want to have access to those cards. So that's up to you. But the new Intrigue comes with, second edition comes with 26 new cards. So it's a nice, hefty expansion pack. And these are the cards that are now included in the second edition. And again, you'll see some of these kind of replacing some of the cards that were removed. Now, Intrigue has cards that give players a choice between 2 or more options. And a player is given a choice to pick different things depending on the item they choose. Intrigue also has I think, if I'm not mistaken, Intrigue has more cards of, what is it? Looking to see if it actually has the information here, but it probably doesn't. Intrigue has, let's see if I can remember. Don't recall right off the top of my head, and I don't want to misspeak. So maybe we'll come across it as we move on. All right. Yeah. Courtyard. 2-cost action card. Gives you plus 3 cards. Put a card from your hand onto your deck. Courtyard. And notice also the icon for the second edition and the first edition are completely different. If you look at the icon for the cards that were removed, it looks like a bandit mask. Right? When you look at the second edition icon, the bandit mask is a little bit different. So thought that was an interesting point as well. All right, so 3 cards, put a card from your hand into your deck. Courtyard. Lurker, plus 1 action, choose one. So again, giving players choice. They got to decide what they're going to do with their card. In this case, we get to trash an action card from the supply or gain an action card from the trash. So the Lurker, what it does is you can take any of the action cards, anything that says action, and you can trash it from where you purchase things from, the kingdom. And you're going to put it in the trash pile. And then the next time it comes up, you can then go ahead and just gain an action card from the trash. Or if somebody trashes one of their other cards, and you're going to see other cards that get trashed here as well. Of course, it has to be an action card. Yay, it's the Cat Studio. Everyone have a great holidays. I got to check out. Sorry, but I've got tests to run before the weekend. No problem, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. And we'll be talking about your stuff Saturday. I already posted a reminder on our Facebook page. If you're not on our Facebook page, come on over and join us. But thank you for stopping by. Hissy Cat Studio. Got a lot of good stuff going on over there, and we're going to be talking about him on the War Room on Saturday. Pawn. 2 cost action card. You get to choose 2 of these. You get +1 card, +1 action, a +1 buy, or +1 coin, and the choices must be different. So you get 2 of those for 2, which is not a bad deal. And it's not set. So if you need to have an extra buy and an extra card, you can get that. Or maybe you need an extra action and you need a little bit more money. So it's very variable. So take care, Hissy Cat. Masquerade. Oh boy, this card. Boy, oh boy, you're going to see it in action here in a minute. +2 cards, each other player with cards in hand. Pass 1 to the next such player to their left at once. Then you may trash a card from your hand. So basically, everyone is taking one of their cards, passing it to the player on their left, and then everyone looks at the cards they receive. The player that played Masquerade can actually trash one of the cards from his hand. That is optional. It is a may, so you do not need to trash a card. But if somebody passes you a curse or something, or a card you don't want, you can trash it immediately. So that's kind of the advantage of Masquerade. You're messing with your opponents, forcing them to, to give up cards, and you're passing one of the cards you don't want to them. Shantytown, 3-cost action card +2 actions. So it gives you lots of actions. And then reveal your hand. If you don't have any other action cards in your hand, you get +2 cards. So that's cool because this card, if you draw, let's say you draw 4 treasures in this card, right? You play this card as your action. It gives you 2 more actions, and you get to draw cards. So you draw cards, and any of these cards that are action cards, you can then play them. So I like Shantytown. I think it's a good card. Stewart, another choice card. You get to choose one. You either get 2 cards, you get 2 coins, or you get to trash 2 cards from your hand. 3-cost action card, Stewart. Swindler. Oh boy, this Swindler, another attack action card. Gives you 2 money, so pretty good right off the bat. And then each other player trashes the top card of their deck and gains a card with the same cost that you choose. So, those players that have a nice engine going and they're drawing lots of good things, you can use the Swindler. So, boom, all of a sudden, they flip up a card and they're removing it, and then you get to choose. It's the same cost card. So, sometimes, depending on the kingdom layout and what card is flipped up, there might only be 1 6 card. If it's a gold and there's no other 6 cost cards, you're going to replace a gold with another gold. Nothing you can do about that. But, if there's a 3 or 4 or 5, let's say it's a 5, then there might be different options that are not as strong or might screw them over. So the Swindler is kind of cool. We have the Wishing Well, gives you a card in action. Name a card, then reveal the top card of your deck. If you've named it, you put it on top. So, doesn't give you really anything other than it replaces itself, and it gives you the chance, if you know what's on top of your deck, or you have a good idea, you can name that card, and if you do, then you get to put it in your hand, which I think is, obviously this card needs other cards. There's a lot of other cards that'll let you put cards back on your deck, and then if you know what's on the top, you can use that to draw that card. Baron gives you an extra buy, and then you can discard an estates for +4 money. If you don't, you gain in estates. So the Baron is very good with using estates, which are the crappiest, worst card in the game, one of the worst cards in the game, and he can give you +4 money by just discarding that. Obviously, Baron works really good in the beginning of the game because you're going to probably be able to match him up with the states, which means you can get an early 6-cost card, normally a gold, right? Or something really good if you can match the Baron up with the states. The only problem is if you buy a Baron and then you end up not matching him up with the states, he kind of works against you. So it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. But he can give you that nice big boost early in the game. +4 is nothing to sneeze at, my friends. Bridge gives you a 4-cost action. It gives you an extra buy and extra money. And this turn, cards everywhere cost 1 less. Super powerful because you're always 1 short of what you need to get. Bridge will make everything 1 cheaper, so you can then afford them. Conspirator, 2 money, 4-cost action. If you played 3 or more actions this turn, counting this, you get an extra card and an extra action. So again, it replaces itself as long as you played 3 or more actions this turn. And if you're playing an engine, this, to do that, to do this, you're probably playing 3 or more cards, so it's not going to be too hard to do that. Plus, it gives you some nice money. Obviously, it's going to take a little while before Conspirator ramps up a little bit. Diplomat. It's a 4-cost action reaction. Gives you +2 cards. And if you have 5 or fewer cards in hand after you draw, you get an extra 2 actions. So if your opponent attacks you and causes you to discard cards or whatever, when it's your turn, you can then play this card, get 2 cards back, and more actions as well. Also, if another player does play an attack against you, you may reveal this first from your hand of 5 or more cards, and you can draw 2 cards and then discard 3 cards. It seems like it should be better than it is from everything. I'm just not a big fan of this card. It just doesn't do enough. Unless it works, there's a card that we're going to look at later on that you're going to be getting rid of cards in your hand. So if you can play that with Diplomat, then it works pretty good. Ironworks, 4-cost action. Gain a card costing up to 4. If the gain card is an action, you get an extra action. If it's a treasure card, you get an extra money. If it's a victory card, you get an extra card. So Ironworks. So you get a card costing up to 4 to help you out with your little engine. And if it's an action card, get another action. That's not bad. And then we have a mill action 4-cost action victory. So it's a combo. It's worth a victory point, and it's also a +1 card, +1 action. And you may discard 2 cards for 2 more money. So helps you get rid of some of those bad cards out of your hand. Especially with cards, what we'll see later on. The mill seems to work pretty good with that, where you're going to draw all your crappy cards in your hand. And if you have a mill, then you can get rid of some of these crappy cards and get you some extra money. So that's the mill. The mining village is a 4-cost action card. Gives you an extra card. It gives you 2 actions, and it gives you can trash it for 2. So you keep it around till you don't need it anymore, and then you can trash it for an extra $2. That's not bad. Secret Passage, 4-cost action, gives you 2 cards. Another action. Take a card from your hand and put it anywhere in your deck. Anywhere means anywhere. So you can put it on top. You can put it 3rd down from the top. You can put it, 3rd from the bottom. Anywhere you want. You can put it into your deck. And where it goes in your deck is common knowledge to your opponents. If you decide to randomly put it in your deck somewhere, that is also common knowledge. So there's some errata not errata, but there's kind of some clarification on this card, in that if you decide, I'm just going to put it in the middle of my deck somewhere, and you just jam it in the middle of your deck somewhere randomly, as opposed to counting out a certain number of cards, and that's known to everyone as well. So there we go. There's the kingdom cards. We're moving on. Courier. 5 cost action. Reveal a card from your hand. Each type it has. You're going to get to choose one. Extra action, an extra buy, +3 money, or just gold. Just gain a gold. The choices must be different. So what this means is action attack, right? So if you were to reveal a minion card that has action and attack on it, you would get to actually activate 2 of these. You could get a gold and +3 money. Or you can get a buy and a gold piece. Or you can get an action and +3 money. You have 2 choices because there is 2 different options on the bottom of the card. Some of the later expansions will actually have 3 on there. And there's 1 card, and I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but there's actually 1 card that has all 4 different, it's a treasure, action, victory, reaction card. And then there's a way to turn that 4 into 1 more option. So the courier, depending on which cards are in the kingdom with it, it could be really cool. It could be very helpful with you having several different cards that might have multiple options on them. You can see right here, there's 3 different cards: action, attack, action, attack, action, attack. Just in this kingdom alone. The Duke is worth 1 victory point per duchy you have. So if you have 5 duchies, he's worth 5 victory points. Of course, it's not the strongest card in the world to get because duchies are not what you want. You want provinces. But if you're having to buy duchies and you've got quite a few duchies in your hands and you can't afford a province, it might be worth buying a Duke. Late game. Minion, another attack action, 5 cost. Gives you another action, so it pays for itself in actions. And you get to choose one. You either get $2 or you discard your hand and you're going to draw 4 cards. And then every other player that has at least 5 cards in their hand is going to discard their hand and draw 4 cards. So you can choose either take $2 or 2 coins, or you discard your hand, you draw 4 cards, and everybody else is going to that has at least 5 cards is going to discard their hand and draw 4 cards. It's a crazy card. Patrol. 5 cost action gives you +3 cards. So lots of card draw with this sucker, and reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Put the victory cards and curses into your hand and put the rest back in any order. So this card, you can see, works with some of these other cards that we looked at earlier by putting crappy cards in your hand. So this one works really well with the mill because now I can discard 2 cards to get $2 because I've got all these crappy cards in my hand. And it also works well with putting the other cards back in any order, right? So now when I draw the top card of my deck, or I need to call out the top card of my deck, which is the Wishing Wheel, name a card, then reveal the top card of your deck, right? So you know what it is because you put them back in order, so you should know what's on top of your deck. So Patrol works really well with that one as well. Replace the 5 cost attack action. Trash a card from your hand. So just trash it. Gain a card costing up to 2 more than it. If the gain card is an action or treasure, put it onto your deck. If it's a victory card, each other player gains a curse. So, yeah, if you buy an action or a treasure, you're going to put it right on top of your deck. Otherwise, again, this would also help the replace because you're going to put the action and treasure card on top of your deck. So that also works with the Wishing Well because you can play the other card first. You can play replace first and then play Wishing Well. And now I know what card it is because I just bought it and put it on top of my deck. I know what it is. So that was replace Torturer. 5 cost action attack. Gain 3 cards, and each other player either discards 2 cards or gains a curse to their hand. Their choice. And they may pick an option they can't do. So, I mean, if there's no curses left, I can say, oh, yeah, I'll just take a curse. Oh, I can't get a curse because there's no curses left. Sorry about your luck. So, this card obviously doesn't work well with the minion card because every other player with at least 5 cards in their hand discards their hand and draws 4 cards. Well, the Torturer says each other player discards 2 cards against 2 curses in their hand. So if they discard 2 cards, they're not going to have 5 cards in their hand. So the minion and the Torturer don't work really well together. Then we have the Trading Post. 5 cost action. Trash 2 cards from your hand. If you did, gain a silver directly in your hand. I think this is can be a very good card, especially early in the game, but the later you get and the stronger your deck is, the worse this card becomes. And you can end up screwing yourself by playing this card if you get 2 really good cards you have all good cards in your hand and you play this card. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so it's really good early game and mid game, but not good late game. 5 cost action. Upgrade. Get a card in an action. And trash a card from your hand, gain a card costing exactly 1 more than it. So a little bit of an upgrade there. Not much of an upgrade. Not really, I don't think that's that good a card because it gives you an action and a card, so it basically pays for itself, but you're only gaining basically 1 coin is what you're getting for this card. So it's the same thing as like a copper. You're gaining 1 copper. That's all you're doing because you're going to get to play another card, another action. It does give you 1 slightly better card, but then you're losing a different card. So I don't know. I don't think it's that good. And the last 2, looks like we've gone through them already. Wow, how about us? Look at this go. We got the Harem. This is a 6 cost. 6. What else costs 6? A gold costs 6. A gold is 3. This is not 3. This is 2, but it gives you 2 victory points. So it's a close game, tight game. You got sinks, so you can't afford a province. You buy gold to make your deck a little bit more money rich. Or do you buy a harem and take a little bit of money and a little bit of victory points as well? And then nobles, 6 cost action victory. So it's an action with choose 1, either 3 cards or 2 actions, or 2 victory points. What's going on, Boo Tweezers? How you doing? And we should probably undo whatever I've got going on there. There we go. So that is a look at all of the Kingdom cards for, again, the 2nd edition and the 1st edition cards, which have been removed out of the game in the 2nd edition, but you can still play with these if you want. Let's show you some gameplay from Intrigue and let you guys see how different it plays from the base game. Yes, Phoenix Knight, good afternoon. I'm digging into the Intrigue expansion. So he had 4, so he's got the 4-3 combo. Right, he's going to have 4 to purchase, and then the next time he's going to get 3 to purchase. Let's look at what we have. So we got Lurker here. We got Masquerade, Shantytown, Stewart, Swindler, Bridge, Mill, Secret Passage, Replace, and Nobles. So we got everything that goes all the way from 2 to 6 costs. And we've only got, this is technically not Masquerade. We did kind of glossed over this card a little bit because I wanted to just really talk about this card when we get into this. Notice this is an action card. This is not technically an attack card. And even though you're interacting with your opponent, you're not actually attacking them. So this is interesting card. So if you had a reaction card, reaction cards don't work with Masquerade. So what we're gonna end up having is a 3 and a 4. A 3 and a 4. Do we go right for Masquerade? And then what would we buy with our 4? Secret Passage, which gives you more cards and more actions. Or do we go with the Bridge, which gives us more money and we can buy something for cheaper? We could go with 3. We could go with the Shantytown, which gives us more actions. And then, again, because we're not going to have any other actions cards normally early in the game, it's going to give us more cards. I think we're gonna play our treasures. I think we're gonna go. This is a buy and a money. Makes everything cheaper. Mill is not a bad choice either. We're gonna go with Shantytown. All right, so he ended up buying a Swindler. So he is all the AI in this game, especially on difficult. We are on hard difficulty. I believe we're on hard difficulty. Are we on hard difficulty? I think we're on hard difficulty because I was playing on hard last time I was here. They're all about the Swindler and all about the Masquerade and doing attacks with you. They love to do that. Oh my God, they love to do that. So we're going to try something a little different. We're going to see if we can beat the AI with playing. We're going to take a bridge. I think what did we buy the first time? Damn, I don't remember. We bought a Shantytown. Didn't we buy it? Yes, because we wanted to try something different. We're going to go with the Shantytown, and then we're going to go with the bridge. Let's see what we get. All right, so he swindled us already, and I know it happens kind of quickly on the screen, but we'll go over what happens. So he revealed this Shantytown that we just bought. He trashed it. So he had to give us a card back that cost the same amount as Shantytown, which was the 3 cost. He could have given us a Masquerade, a Steward, a Swindler, or a Silver. Actually, he could have done that as well. He chose to give us back a Shantytown. So he got rid of a Shantytown and got a new Shantytown. And then he ended up buying a mill. So that's where he's at. Let's play our treasures. We have 4. Wow. All right, let's go with the mill. All right, so here we go. He's now passing a card to us. We're going to pass the card to him. And he ended up with, I believe, 5 coppers. And he bought a replace. Okay. So we got a bridge. So we get an extra buy and extra money. And everything costs 1 cheaper. So we're going to end up with 3 money. We're going to go with a mill. And we're going to end her by. Okay. He swindled us. So he ended up getting rid of one of our coppers. And he gave us a curse because they both cost 0. Discard 2 cards or we can decline. Do we want to discard 2 cards for $2? It's the same thing either way. This card, but we'll decline that. That's fine. Bridge. Play our treasures. Here we go. So we ended up only having 5. But because of the bridge, everything costs 1 cheaper, so we can get a gold. Normally costs 6. I think we're going to go for gold. We're going for the gold, baby. We're going to replace. Ooh. He replaced. What did he replace? He replaced. He trashed a Masquerade and gained a mill. So he got rid of a 3-cost Masquerade and upgraded it to a mill 4-cost with his replace action. Alright, so what are we doing here? We're going to do this. I'm going to discard those 2 estates, which are going to do us nothing anyways. Might as well discard them. And we get $2 for that. Then we can play Shantytown. Why can we play Shantytown? Because now we don't have any other actions in our hand. So we're going to get more cards and more actions. And now we can play a bridge. A bridge allows us, makes everything cheaper. We're going to play our treasures. Oof. Ended up with 5 money again. Just would have been 1 short of those 6 costs, but that bridge is coming in handy. It's coming in handy. I think we're going to take a gold. He's got that curse on us, which I'm not a big fan of. We'd like to get something to get rid of some of those. All right, let's see what we got here. Action, discard 2 cards. Yep. Let's discard that and discard that. Sure. Player treasures. We ended up with 7. Oh, wow. We're going to go with the nobles. We replaced. What did he replace? He did it too quick. He replaced a swindler, gained a mill. And we gained a curse, another curse. He played 3 coppers and a silver, gained a silver. Okay. We're going to bridge. And we're going to play treasures. And I would like something like the steward to start trashing some cards out of our hands. So we're going to gain the stewards. He's got a mill, and a gold. And he bought a nobles. Okay. We're going to mill. We're going to discard a curse and a copper. And we're going to play a Shantytown. We're going to play our other treasures. Yeah, we're going to go with another nobles, yes. He bought a nobles as well. He's up 9-6, victory point wise. All right, mill. We can get rid of those 2, thank you. We can play a nobles. We're going to take 3 cards and play our treasures. We end up with 7, damn it. And we can't play our bridge. We're going to go with the gold that time. He plays a replace, he trashes a replace, and he gains a nobles. I gained a curse because he bought a victory point card. Then he gained 3 coppers, gains a silver. Okay. So we got rid of a replace for a noble. Went from 5 costs to 6 costs. Alright, that's fine. We're going to play this card and go for more actions. We're going to play our steward. We're going to get rid of our... We're going to get trash 2. We're going to get rid of a curse and a copper. We're going to play our 3 cost. And we're going to go with a Masquerade. Okay, he bought himself another mill. Great for you, bad for us. We're going to go with a... I think we better get some money in our deck. Okay. He bought himself a nobles. Well, he's going up on the noble track. He's got 14 victory points. We only have 6. We gotta. We can discard 2 cards. Play a shantytown. Play some treasures. There we go. Bam. He bought himself a province. 20 to 12. All right, let's go. Let's go. I love the actions. Love the actions, but cards means we wouldn't be able to play the bridge. 3, 4. The bridge gives us, what does it give us? An extra buy. And everything costs 1 cheaper. Yeah, we're gonna go with more actions. Play our bridge. Play our treasures. We'll end up with 5, but that's enough to buy a nobles. He replaces. Whoa, wait a second. Calm down there, cowboy. Played a mill, draws a card, gets an action, plays a copper and a mill. Discards copper and a mill. Gains 2 money. Plays a replace. He trashes the nobles. Gains a province. Okay, yeah, so he trashed the nobles for a province. Okay. Interesting. Great. We will discard those 2 cards. Sure. Now we're going to have to play this for more actions. We're going to go with the steward and draw some cards. Otherwise, okay, then we can play our masquerade. Send him a curse. What is he going to give us? Some money. Okay, now 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cost. Or we can discard a copper and we only have 4. I think we're going to do that. We're going to go for a... Go with the duchy. It's worth 3 victory points. Nobles, we're going to play more actions. We're going to do a masquerade. We're going to give him another curse. How's he like that curse? Oh, he gave us a curse back, but we can get rid of that curse. We can play a steward. 2, 3, 4. We can go for the extra money. We can trash 2 coppers, which not a bad idea. Let's do that. And then play just the silver. Do we want a lurker? Yeah, we'll take a lurker. Wow. Noble mill. Noble. I did not mean to play that first. Damn it. Let's take more actions because I messed that up. Discard that. I should have played the mill first. Well. It's 18 to 31. He replaces his silver with a duchy. Then he bought a lurker. Really? Alright. We will play the mill. We will discard those 2 curses. We will play the Shantytown. We'll play Nobles for more actions. Play a bridge. Play our treasures. Gonna go with the gold. We bought a lurker. We can... Ooh, we got a nobles. Wow, we got a nobles and a duchy. What a great move. What a great move. Man, that's brutal. We're going to get another mill. It replaces the silver with the duchy, which means we get a curse again. God bless it. Let's go curse in the States. Sure. Play the lurker. We can get anything that's in the trash. Let's go with a replace. Play our treasures. There's only 3 provinces left. We're gonna need all 3 of them. I don't think we're gonna get all 3. He's gonna get a nobles. He's gonna buy himself another lurker. Really? Wow, that's 3 bad combo. Shantytown, Stewart, and Bridge. They just don't work together really well. Nothing is giving us extra actions. Well, that's not true. Shantytown gives us more actions. But I don't get the extra cards. So we'll go Shantytown. Then we'll play cards, money, or trash 2 cards. I want to trash 2 cards because that would trash. Is it trash up to 2 cards or trash 2? No, you got to discard 2. So I'd have to get rid of Bridge. Otherwise, they're going to end up with no money. 0 money. Zip. So this would give us some money. 2 money. Then we'll take a bridge. So everything costs 1 cheaper. He bought another lurker, boy. He's on that lurker now. Hard on that lurker. So we got a nobles, which is going to give us more actions. Nobles, which is going to give us cards. Nobles, which is going to give us actions. Mill, which we will discard 2 cards. Okay. We have 2 actions left. We can play the Swindler. We played a replace, so we can either give him another replace or a duchy. Let's go ahead and replace the replace with the replace. Oh no, we got a masquerade, and we're going to send him a copper. Good thing we get to draw 2 cards first. He sent us a worker. We got 4 money. 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're going to decline that. I'm going to play our treasures. He bought in his states. Wow. Because he needed that 1 victory point. Because if I buy that last province, it would have been 42-42. Man, so close. I'm going to have to buy an estate and a province. Let's see if we can do this. Let's discard these 2 cards. Damn, I'm not going to have any money. I'm going to have to discard 2 cards, which are going to be these 2 cards. Cards everywhere cost 1 less, and it would give us 1 money, so we'd be 3. That's not enough. 4 is not enough to buy a duchies either. Damn it. This is a bad combo. Damn it. Not enough actions. Oh, I do get to... right. I do get to draw one. That makes a big difference. Then I can play this. Play this. Discard 2 cards. For +2 money. Or I can just take the 3 money. I will decline that. My treasures. Oh, we didn't play it. We didn't play the bridge for the -1 money, but we got enough for that. I'm hoping he plays a crappy hand. Crappy hand. Come on, crappy hand. Oh, all we could afford was an estate again. We are so close. There's 1 province left. 6 victory points. That would give us the win if we could afford it. Damn it. We will... Let's see what there's in the supply. Why? I want anything that's worth the victory point. How do I scroll left or right in the supply? No. Oh, it's got to be an action, doesn't it? Right. It's got to be an action. Damn. There's no actions in the supply. Come on. I needed the Duke, or what's his face? The Noble. I needed the Noble to be in here because he's an action and he's also a victory point. So I could have gotten him. $11 cards in the discard pile. Trash an action from the supply or gain 1 from the trash. Yes, I'm trying to gain 1 from the trash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, see, there should be a way to scroll this over. I think I'm not seeing all the cards. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There should be a way to like scroll. I don't know how to scroll over. How do I scroll? There should be a way to like scroll over because there's more cards over to the right that I can't see. You see, there's 15 cards. I should be seeing 15 cards. How do I scroll over? Left or right arrows? Let's see. No. Arrows don't do jack. Because I think this matters. Because I think there's something over to the right. Because I think the computer keeps them in by a goal point value. You see all the zeros over here on the left. Then it goes to 2, then the 3s, and then the 5s. I want the 5s. Because I have a feeling there is a replace in there somewhere. Or maybe even a noble. But I can't get to it because I can't. Trash an action from the supply or gain. Yes, I'm trying to gain 1 from the supply, but it won't let me. It won't let me scroll over. Oh, there we go. Okay, maybe that is all the card. Okay, all right. I found it. Everyone relax. If I just hold my mouse button down on one of the cards, I can scroll over. Okay, so that is all the 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There must be multiple copies of one of these cards, even though it doesn't tell me that. Damn. All right. Damn. Replace. Let's go with replace. Nobles. Well, obviously, we need cards. Actions aren't going to do us anything. We need to draw 3 cards 2 of them need to be gold pieces. Come on, baby. 2 gold. No! God damn it. 3, 4, 5 is all you could give me? Ah, you're killing me, computer. You cheating son of a bitch. Let's hope he can't afford this last province. No, 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 no. Ah! Bull! Damn. Bullshit. Let's we're gonna do we want to replay? We're gonna replay this set. I want to use replay set means it keeps the same cards and it just replays them. Well, I want to try again and see if we can get a better combination going together. We're gonna do a secret passage, and then we're gonna go for a masquerade, just like the AI. And then we're gonna play, and we're gonna go for silver, silver and gold. Oh, and then he replaced something. What did he replace? He replaced the secret passage with the secret passage. Okay. Now, let's play a masquerade. We can trade him in estates. He's going to give us an estates. We will get rid of an estates. We'll play our treasures. We're going to go with a mill right off the bat. Their treasures. We're going to go with another mill. Yep. We're going to replace, and we're going to get a curses. All right, so we get a secret passage. We get to draw a card. I'm sorry, we get to draw 2 cards. We get another action, and then we can take a card from anywhere in our hand and put it anywhere in our deck. So we're going to be able to play mill. So I guess we'll just take a copper. Put that on top. Okay, that's fine. And we can play a mill. Discard those 2 cards. Then we can play these treasures. We can afford a gold. We will buy a gold. He trashed the mill and gave us a secret passage. Okay. We're going to pass him his curse. We'll take that. And then we're going to get rid of one of those estates. And we're going to give him... Nope, we're going to take a shanty town. I think I like the shanty town. It's going to give us a curse. Bastard. Discard 2 cards for money. Right. Put a card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could just get rid of our mill right on top. Keep our money. Play our treasures. Get a province. There we go. Bam! I'm going to get a province right off the bat. Alright. Let's do secret passage. Just put a copper on top. That's fine. I don't care. And we're going to play a mill. We're going to discard 2 coppers. We're going to play a shanty town because we have no more actions. Then we're going to play a masquerade. We're going to give him his stupid curse back. Then we're going to... we already have $2. So 3, 4, 5, 6... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have plenty of money. We can get rid of the copper. Play the treasures. We got 9. We're going to buy a province. Bam. How you like that, computer? Oh, no, he's going to give us a curse. Damn. Secret passage. Put a card anywhere. Sure. It's not going to matter. Play treasures. We're going to get a lurker. He bought a nobles. All right. We are going to put our curse it. Put it at the bottom of our deck. Their treasures. We're going to go with another mill. He bought another nobles. He is cranking up on the nobles. All right. We'll play this. We'll get rid of these two. We will play a lurker. We will get a mill. Thank you. We'll do a secret passage. Put a copper on the bottom. Play our treasures. Ooh, 8 again. Nice. Bam. He bought a shantytown. Oh, he likes the shantytown all of a sudden. He didn't like the shantytown, so I started playing it. Now all of a sudden he likes the shantytown. We're going to go with Masquerade. We're going to give him a nice curse. Curses. We are going to get rid of this estates. We're going to play our treasures. We're going to get some silver. 3, 6, 7, 8. He got a province. Okay. We're going to go mill into 2 coppers. We're going to go into secret passage. Put this province on the bottom of our deck. That's fine. I'm going to do a lurker. Get a secret passage. We're going to play Shantytown into another secret passage, which means we're going to play our estates on the bottom of our deck. That's fine. We're going to go mill. Discard those 2 cards. No, we're going to decline that. We're going to play another mill. We're going to discard nothing. And we're going to play our treasures. We're going to have 2 purchases, $8. That's going to be enough for another province. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, this is not going to be good. We are going to play in estates. 28 to 12. We got a lead, but now he's bought a nobles. All right. We're going to play a lurker. There's no actions in the supply. So we're going to take a nobles and add it to the supply, or to the disc trash. We're going to play our 1 treasure, and we're going to not buy anything because we had a really crappy hand. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to buy a noble. Oh, it's 21 to 27, just like that. We are going to try to stay ahead of them. Damn it. So we're 6 ahead, and he bought a duchy. That's not good. Let's go mill into that. Masquerade. Ooh, we got to give him a halfway decent card, which kind of sucks. I'm going to give him secret passage. What's he going to give me in return? He's going to give me a Masquerade. Okay, well, that was interesting. We both have decent hands, I guess. We got no actions left to play, so we're not going to be able to play anything. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. We'll play the treasures. We'll buy a mill. Oh, he's 2 points ahead. Mill. Discard 2 cards. Curse and a province. Yes. Secret passage. Frick, we'll put that on top. Player treasures. Oh, we ended up with 7. God damn. One more and it would have been game. We would have won. All we could afford was an estate. Thank you, God. Thank you. All right, come on. Oh, we did end up with a crappy hand too, but we can buy a duchy. That gives us the lead. Oh, come on! No way! What the hell did he do? Play the mill, draws a card, gets an action, discards a duchy and a province, gets +2 money. Replaces his nobles with a province. So that was the last province draw, but he replaces the noble. And I gained a curse. Robert, what's going on? Merry Christmas, everybody. We're going to beat this guy with this set. This is, again, hard AI. So it is not easy, as you can see. This is hard. It was 1 money short one time, or we would have won. Both of those we could have won on the last. I think. Are we going to go Masquerade right off the bat? Yeah, let's go Masquerade. Let's play Masquerade right off the bat, and we're going to give him an estates. Doesn't matter, he gave it back, but we get to get rid of it. Player treasures. Yeah, we'll go with replace. We'll try it. He bought himself a mill. Congratulations. Same thing. We need more money. We need to get rid of some of these kappas. We can get rid of we can play replace and get rid of our Masquerade. We can get rid of our copper. Actually, we can get rid of our replace. Couldn't we? No, we couldn't. Alright, let's Masquerade. That's fine. Let's give him a copper. And then we'll decline to get rid of that. There we go. We'll get another mill. Mill. Get rid of all that crap. We're gonna go Swindler. Yeah, he keeps swindling us. We're gonna swindle his ass back. Mill, curses, and coppers. We're gonna play mill. Decline that. We're gonna Masquerade. Give him an estates. And then we're gonna get rid of the estates. Player treasures. Shantytown it is. Replace. We can replace the curse with the lurker. That sounds good to me. Play treasures. We're going to get us a nice silver piece. There we go. Let's see what we have in there. We can grab a swindler. Sure, let's grab a swindler. We can get rid of that and that. Okay. Play those. Gold, baby. Come on. Do this. It's going to replace a Masquerade into a mill. Okay. Good for you. Masquerade into a mill, huh? All right. I think we're gonna masquerade. We're gonna go right into a mill as well and give him a curse. How you like that? Ha ha ha. And we still have. We're gonna buy another lurker. All right, mill. Get rid of those. Replace copper. Okay, mill. Get rid of those. Lurker. Masquerade. Lurker. Masquerade. Swindler. So he had a mill. And we're going to give him a secret passage. How's he like that? Ha ha ha. And we can buy something. Let's buy. Another shanty town. Ugandan nobles. He's 9 to -2. That's great. Mill. Get rid of those 2 curses. Swindler. Give him a curse. Congratulations. Jerk face. We can afford a gold. We're going to buy gold. We're going to get a mill. Player treasures. Get a gold. Masquerade and give him a curse, and he's going to give us a curse back, but we can get rid of our curse. He can't. Nobles. Damn. Alright, we can do Lurker. Get rid of a nobles. Lurker. We can grab a nobles. We can play a mill. Get rid of these 2 curses. Play a shanty down to get 2 more. Ooh, masquerade into an estates. We get a curse back, but we can get rid of a curse. We can play a swindler. So we had to get rid of the nobles. Do we want to give them a gold instead or a nobles? Oh boy, that's... Yeah. 22-2. Wow, we are just getting completely murdered here. He doesn't have... He only has 1 province, though, so we could still catch him with all these provinces that are available. He's got a bunch of nobles and a bunch of mills in his deck. Could only afford a lurker, huh? Get rid of that and that. How did I end up with the curse? Oh, come on, John. I didn't get the curse. It ended up going in the trash. So the card we flipped up from the swindler was his curse. And because there's no curses available, the only other card that cost 0 was a copper. So he got a copper instead. That's ridiculous, computer. You cheating bastard. You cheating bastard. Seriously? That's baloney. Let's get rid of this one and this one. Sure. Shantytown. Can afford a gold here early. That helps. Got himself a mill. He likes that mill. Boy, he likes that mill, doesn't he? Whew. We will discard that. We're going to grab a steward. We're going to grab another mill. We're going to grab as many mills as we can. Reveal the masquerade. Trashes a masquerade. Gains a steward. So he gave us a steward instead of a masquerade. He doesn't want us to have a masquerade, does he? No, he does not. All right. Get rid of that and that. Let's grab 2 cards. We're going to trash 2 cards. It's going to be a dead hand, but yeah, you know what it is. What it is. Get rid of the replace. Okay, let's get rid of that. We'll decline that. We'll play this. Play this. We'll trash 2 more cards. So right now we're trying to thin out our deck, get rid of all the crap. So eventually we can make it better. Let's see. He keeps giving us a shantytown. What did he get rid of? Alright. We're going to have a pretty good hand here, maybe. No, we have to decline that. Trash again. Nothing. He's grabbing those nobles, isn't he? This. This. We'll grab a mill. Grab this. 2 cards or $2. If we gain the $2 plus the 2 we have plus the 3 that's only 7, we need 8. So I'm going to get 2 cards and hope we get better. Nope. Of course not. Why would it be good? We should replace because we need to replace some of these cards. He keeps. We can get rid of this and this. That's fine. This will give us our money. And we're going to replace. Get rid of this. Trash 2 cards, please. Thank you very much. Lurker, let's see. Oh, we got a mill available. A masquerade. Let's do a masquerade. Let's mess with him. He does not like it when we mess with him. That is for sure. 7 again. Just missed it. We're going to have to take this because we have to stay within striking distance. Bought another nobles. It's only 2 victory points. How did he go up? Mill is a 4 cost, right? We're going to trash a mill. We can go 3 to 5 or we can go 4 to 6. I think we'll go 3 to 5. We'll go Stewart. We'll get a duchy. We'll get a curse. Then we still have 2. We're going to buy another worker. Got a province and a duchy. That's not great. Just saying, not great at all, to be honest. We're going to replace the Stewart into another duchy again. Grab another duchy. Alright, first things first. Oh no, we can't do that first. We'll do that into more actions. And we'll put a lurker into a nobles. We'll do a masquerade, give him a curse. How does he like a curse? He likes a curse, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Then we'll play... Discard 2, and that would still give us an action. Sure. We can decline. No, you know what? Let's go ahead, and then we can go into a swindler, and we'll give him an estates. Congratulations. Let's get a masquerade. I'm gonna get cards. Okay. Replaces Stewart for something. Let's go for silver. We only have 2 buys. We got enough workers. Just not. He bought an estates. Son of a bitch. He had a gold. We can give him a gold or a nobles. Either way, it doesn't matter. Damn. Oof. Brutal AI, I'm telling you. Sometimes you just wonder if they're up to no good. But anyways, that is the look you can see. Intrigue in action. That's just one thing we didn't look at was some of the other cards. Let's go into rematch. So here's different cards, obviously. We have the courtyard this time, and the pawn, the wishing well, and the mining village, and the diplomat, and the conspirator are all different cards. Let's do one quick one and see how we do with this group.
Oh, you are here. Tried calling you.
Yeah? Why?
Well, I forgot to go to the bathroom when I left the brewery. And I got halfway home, I'm like, oh my God. And I was just wondering if water was on. But I stopped at Home Depot.
Did you ask him?
No, I just wanted.
Oh, okay. All right, what are we doing? We got 3. Is that what we got? We have 3. Yes, we do have 3. Do we want to? Let's swindle him. And mill. Why not? And we're gonna go with the mining village. He bought his silver. We did? Oh, good. Swindle his ass. Good. Take your curse and like it. We got 5. We got 5. There's no cards that cost 5 or 6. That is crazy. Look at it. They're all 2 and 3 and 4 costs. There's no 5s or 6s. Wow. That means it's going to be... Get rid of these 2 cards. Sure. Fine. This gives us card and actions, right? Do we want to trash that for +2? give us 2, 4, 5, 6. Sure. Give him another curse. How do you like these curses? Not as much as I do. Oh, we got 8 actually somehow. I think it's a little early to get a province. Let's see. Give us the curse. All right, I see. All right, that's fine. For that. Mining village. No. Hey, how about another curse, buddy? Congratulations. Jerk. Face. Jerk. Got himself a gold, did you? Isn't that nice? I'm getting myself a gold. Let's get these gold. He's got a mill and a mill and a gold. And I got a mill. And yeah, I don't have enough for gold. Damn. Because he's got enough for province, huh? Look at what I got. 1. And then my next hand, look at this crap I got in my next hand. What did he just do? Trash this mining village. Places swindler. Reveals a mining village. Trashes a mining village. And gives me a conspirator. So I get a conspirator instead of a mining village. Okay. Well, well, well. I can discard 2 cards. Decline. That's fine. Let's go to. I should have played the mining village first. That was my fault. Did he really draw another curse when I played that on him? Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. The mill pile is gone, like instantaneously. Do we want to trash that for 2? Otherwise, we're going to have a 2. We'd end up with what's this? No, I think we're going to decline that. Thank you. Play this. Get rid of that. Then we can play the conspirator. Play the treasures. Decline, play that. Got another province, huh? Did you? He bought an estate, so it's like the second time he's had to buy an estate. So why does he never have a bad hand if he just continues to always buy these crappy cards? That doesn't make much sense, does it? Decline. We would have, let's see, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure. We can play this. How come I didn't get the bonus for that? Did I get the bonus? Wait a minute. I played a mill. I played a mill. And then I played a mining village. Then I played a conspirator. So I should have gotten an extra action. Oh, copper. Okay, maybe I did get it. Okay. Choose a card costing 4. Oh, right, because we cost him. When did he end up getting rid of? Reveal the mill. Let's give him the diplomat, which is I think one of the weakest cards. Now we got 12. There we go. All right, but we only have one purchase, which means if we buy the province, it'll be game over. It's all right. His swindler came out immediately. Okay, thanks. Immediately. Ours isn't even in this first one. It's going to be in our second draw pile. That's, see, there it is. That's crazy. His came out immediately. Goddamn cheating computer. I swear to God the computer cheats so bad. I know it's just, there's no way he can possibly cheat, but I have a feeling he's cheating. His swindler's come out twice already. We were only on turn 5 and he's come out twice already. And ours came out on the second draw, the second part of our, you get the 2 in the beginning, and then so that's hand 1 and 2, and then hands 3 and 4 are going to be our next plays, and it wasn't in that. It was actually in the next group, and now it's not in this group either. It's bullshit. Hey Joe, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. It is. You just gotta wonder if the computer is cheating. And then when we swindle him, he's got a curse. What the fuck? That's like, I mean, how many times have we done this now? I don't know if the AI is programmed, because we're playing the hard AI to like, oh, these will, there's a, the cards that are left in his draw deck, right? And because you're playing a hard, it figures out which one of those cards would be the worst card for it to draw, and then it draws it. That's crazy. I mean, how many times has that happened to us? The chances of that happening over and over. We've only swindled him in the last game and this game like 3 or 4 times, and 3 of the 4 times it's been a curse. What is the chances of that happening? There's no way. It's got to be programmed to cheat. I don't mind losing, but don't program your goddamn thing to cheat. That's ridiculous. So we got rid of a swindler, so that's good. What should we give him instead? A wishing well? Or silver. Let's give him a wishing well. See how he likes that. Congratulations. Cheating bastard. Yeah, the Steam holiday sale is upon us, my friends. It's crazy out there. It again, it's a copper piece. Seriously. $36 now. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. What are we gonna have? Yeah, we gotta get rid of it because otherwise we're not gonna have enough to purchase everything. It's crazy. War on the Sea. Which one is that one? I'm gonna buy a swindler right off the bat. We're gonna swindle. We're gonna buy nothing but swindlers, and we're gonna swindle him every single turn, and see what's. Look at this. We just bought a swindler, and it didn't come back out. It did not come back out. Oh. So this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? So in your first 2 hands, you're going to play the 10 cards that you were given, right? Then you're going to have your third turn, right? Is going to be your first set of extra cards that you purchased. And your fourth turn is the same thing. We still didn't get our swindler after we purchased it right off the bat, which means when we reshuffled our deck, the swindler ended up being the very bottom card on our draw pile. This is the 3rd time this happened to us. I mean, see, and there it is. That was the bottom card. Oh, and yeah, got a copper from him again. Sure. Oh, another copper from him. Oh, okay, sure. do we want to trash this for +2? No. We're gonna swindle. We're gonna swindle. Oh, we swindled a gold piece out of our deck. Nice. Oh! Oh, surprise! Surprise! We swindled his curse again. That's right. Again, he revealed the curse. Again. How many times has that happened now? You don't think that's a little fishy? Hmm. 3, 4, 5. We could get 7. No, we'll swindle. Plays a mill, draws a card, gains an estates, discards an estates and a province. Gets +2 money, plays a copper and 2 gold for 7 money. Ooh, an estates, really? Like we didn't know that was coming. What is that?
Junk removal.
Yeah?
May have to hire this company.
Oh.
Right next to it.
Yeah, great that we ended up with 4 money. That's... yeah, let's go to the money wheel. It's crazy. Sure, let's get rid of it. Sure. Swindle the gold. I don't believe it. We actually got gold. He bought in the States. Oh, and of course we swindled the last province. All right. All right, gotta run. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like what you see. Then don't forget to leave us the like down below. Leave us a comment down below. This is expansion number 1, Intrigue. This hard day is hard. You can tell it's hard. It is hard. And yes, I can't imagine that it's programmed to cheat, but man, it just seems a little weird that every time I go to attack him, he's got the worst card to possibly do, or it's a card like a province where he can lose that and gain another one, immediately gain it back. So that's crazy. The chances of that happening all the time like that, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just weird that it all happened like that. But man, it just seems a little weird that I'm doing these attacks and then... anyways, get better and maybe you don't lose. I don't know. That's Intrigue. Very. What's expansion 2? Let's look at expansion 2. What is expansion 2? I don't remember which one it is. Dominion expansion 2 is guess we'll be doing that one next time. I think it's Seaside. Is that right? Is Seaside really the second expansion? I know the rule book is on the bottom of the thing for whatever reason. Like literally on the bottom. Yes? This is the second edition to the game Dominion. Yes, so Seaside. Next time, we're going to look at Seaside. Holy cow. That is expansion number 2. So we'll be going over that information next time. You'll want to come by and check that out. Thanks for watching. We'll see everybody next time. Until then, take care, everybody.